So far, when we came in, we got straight to business, so we missed a whole lot of us chopping and cutting off the different ingredients for the, I guess it's a roux. And I'll show you guys the setup. It is so cute.
Let's talk about roux.
Oh, yeah, you see? Yeah. So, it is.
Is that not olive oil? This is called blended oil, so it's canola and olive, so it's got a high smoke point. Give me a little bit extra there. About half. Perfect. We call this a roux spoon, right? Why? It'll get into this corner of that pot, right? It gets right into that corner, right? So it keeps it moving. So, what I want you to do is I'm gonna need 3 of these, right? But do about this much, and when you put it in there, just kind of tap it on the side of the pot just so it gets up. I'm gonna tell you when though.
Okay.
There's a little water in here so you can see it's bubbling like that. This means there's water in there. Jessica, go ahead and give me 3 of those.
Okay.
When your roux is gonna be ready. We're making an ettouffe later that's gonna be butter-based roux, so that's only a 1 beer roux. But it'll react, so you can move the pot off the heat, you know, keep it moving. And see, this is nice peanut butter. We call peanut butter.
So this is making our stock. Isn't that nice? So we cut up all of this. We diced the tomatoes, chopped up some garlic. We veined and peeled the shrimp, cut up our sausage, diced our onions, our green onion, and our chicken. So that is what we're working with right now. But back over here.
Instagram?
We have a travel vlog.
Yeah, we have.
Call me Nola Food Nerd on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
We had a door fall off its hinges, so he's just fixing it for us. It'll just be a minute.
That is looking nice. Oh yeah.
Right? Get
That
nice
is
and
nice.
dark. That's gonna add so much flavor. And some of our Trinity, right? That's gonna help to stop the cooking process a little bit on that roux, because the natural sugars, the natural water that's in there are gonna start to come out. And now you're gonna start to smell the aromatic mixture. We don't put the garlic in yet. We put the garlic in now is the whole thing we just take the garlic, right? We put the garlic in just at the end. So we're gonna continue to cook that.
And then, do I want to just keep stirring constantly, or just let it
constantly.
keep stirring? Okay.
It's a workout.
Yep.
At least you're not whisking.
Right.
So now we're gonna add some flavor. We're gonna add some Mardi Gras School of Cooking. This is our own proprietary spice blend we make in house. Right, so it's a nice mix of 2 types of paprika, cayenne pepper. There is garlic powder, onion powder, fresh thyme powder, oregano, a little bit of cumin, a little bit of chili powder. The best part about it though is most pre-made Cajun spice mixes are about 40% salt to them, like commercially available. We keep ours at about 4.5 to 5 because we always want to control the salt content.
Yeah.
That's why we cook with non-salted butter always, right? We use kosher salt, not iodized salt, because iodized salt can go from not enough salt to way too much very, very quickly, whereas you can build with kosher salt, right?
How does that work? Like, why is that?
Because of the iodine and everything in the processing of that salt.
Say again, I'm sorry.
The iodine and everything processed in regular table salt, right? It's just so overly processed that the saline level just like it cooks and just gets salty and salty and it just doesn't. Whereas
I see. As it cooks,
kosher salt
as
is
it
a
cooks,
much less. There's much less sodium in kosher salt as opposed to iodized salt, so we can build it. We can control it. Nice day to be inside cooking, right?
Yeah.
So now we're just looking at this. We're going to soften up these vegetables a little, right? We don't want hard, crunchy vegetables in our gumbo for finished product. It's almost there, and it's still going to continue to get a little darker, right?
Yeah, you can see it.
And then we smell all those spices, and you start to smell the vegetables coming out.
I see where I went wrong.
What did you do?
I wasn't stirring consistently.
You leave it a little bit.
So, chicken stock. Okay. Get all that roux worked into there. Add some sausage in there. Kind of break up the sausage. I mean the chicken, right?
It is.
All right, so now we're gonna bring this to a little simmer. And stop stirring. And once it is simmer, I've already got my stove top on, right? On a low heat on the front right, and we're gonna move that over to it once it gets started. Hot, right? And now we're just gonna let this go.
Okay.
Now which one of y'all wants to start? Who wants to cook?
So
Right,
this
now let
is
this melt down.
another roux. Cookbook's
This is
gonna
great.
take
H, you
over.
need to shrimp ettouffe.
Oh, so that starts with the roux too?
Huh?
The shrimp ettouffe starts with the roux too.
Yeah. But this one butter, because we're not going to cook it at high heat, right? We don't need to color it as much. We're looking to make what we call a peanut butter roux. And it's going to be a little wetter this time, right? Yeah, right, leans. You know, that's my new apartment, the old New Orleans apartment. It leans. Like, it's a slight, like when I'm lying in bed, I bought a new memory foam mattress. I feel like I'm like,
Leaning.
so I gotta figure out a way to move the bed so it's, I don't know.
You gotta make sure your head's up though, so your feet, right?
All right, so your turn. Now I am gonna back that heat up, right? 'Cause we don't want to burn it.
You don't even want to brown the butter, just melt it. Is that right?
Melt it, right? We want that browning to go slowly and develop with the flour. It's gonna start smelling really good in a few minutes. Oh, we don't. I think we have generators. I also have another device.
That's 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. I received an email and I'm like, are they canceling the class? What?
Pick it up just a little bit. And then we want to work it into peanut butter. Put it right in there. Now it's going to start to smell good.
Oh, good.
Spice it up.
Got the stock.
See how beautiful?
Yeah.
That was only about, what, a little over an hour?
So, okay.
Now we're looking just to soften up the vegetable. We're gonna add in some of that garlic. Now it's gonna get smelly.
You said this was similar to before we got here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably put it about 30 minutes before you got here. It starts simmering. And again, cold water. You can run it as long as you want. Because it's gonna get deeper
And
more
deeper.
intense. Shrimp stocks are the quickest, right? You can make one in an hour. Chicken stock you need a few hours. I usually like to run mine overnight.
And you would use the same things minus the shrimp?
This has shrimp in it.
No, I mean for the chicken stock. Like,
Oh,
what would...
no. Yeah,
what
we
would-
would do the same thing with chicken bones.
Okay.
And again, cold water.
Okay.
Always cold water. You start up with hot water, any fat that's kind of on the bone right then gets loosened up right away.
Okay.
And gets in that water, gets in the stock, so it's just cloudy from the start. We don't want that. We want a
Okay.
nice, pretty...
Cold.
You can even use jarred, some are great, like Better Than Bouillon. There's a company called BTB, Better Than Bouillon. Excellent.
Okay.
I keep theirs in, their one they make that's a mushroom base, right? And it just adds a punch of what umami flavor, like savory flavors to anything. They do good stuff. And it's non-GMO, and they do it organic, and they've done the whole thing. A good buddy of mine I went to culinary school with was a research chef for a company called Bruce Foods in Louisiana, and then the company that owns Better Than Bouillon bought them out, and then they made him their research chef. So he actually redesigned. He was like, I'm gonna do it if I could do non-GMO and get, they have vegan bases now, so. Here's some popping, so I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. I really want to see some translucency in the vegetables before we start to build on top of it. Because this doesn't cook as long as the gumbo cooks, right?
Okay.
Okay. So like a little crackle like that is okay? Or-
Yeah.
And then popping just louder.
Yeah, popping
just
out
louder,
like something's
just louder.
cooking pretty hard,
And
right?
you'd see it pop maybe.
Yeah.
And put a little crackle with it. And that's just, the top just means it's too hot for that. It's gonna try some things that
Mhm.
cook more slowly.
Exactly. Next we add some tomato. That's gonna help break up anything, the foam that built up on the bottom of the pot with all those little bits. We want that for flavor. We put it in our beautiful shrimp stock remaining. See how it thickens up, right? Because we didn't cook it that long. It's got a lot of thickening time. Now there's only 2 tablespoons of flour, that's it. Alright. We're gonna add a little bit. Worcestershire. Alright. A little bit of crystal hot sauce, right? Vinegar-based hot sauce is not a fermented hot sauce like a Tabasco. Right? We want something vinegar-based so we can layer it. Right? If we were using fermented, it would be all nothing but heat up front. We don't want that. We want to be able to cook with it. Right? So now we're gonna lay our shrimp on, right? And when you lay something into hot, see how I'm doing it away from me, right?
Uh-huh.
That way it's not gonna splash on that, right? Just gonna lay this.
Almost right, right?
No more syrup. Well, every now and then, but not as much.
Yeah.
So we put that in, back this heat down a little bit. All right, and then let that cook for a minute. And we're gonna taste and we're gonna adjust. Right, so when you're cooking something, right, and you taste it and you're like, oh, all the base flavor's there, but it's not bright, it's not punchy. There's ways we can alleviate that in a good way is, I don't know if you've ever seen the television show on Netflix called Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat, right? It's
No.
the best cooking show out there. Watch it. She's an amazing chef. Her book is amazing. It's only $30. And it's one of the best books I've ever read. And that's how we adjust things with the addition of salts, fats, acids, or heat. We're putting heat now because why? We're boiling off the water. We're boiling off the blandness. We're reducing and concentrating the flavor, right? Salt brightens, makes things pop. The same thing with acids, right? So lemon juice, neutral vinegars, things like that. And then fats, we can use either adding cream to it, right, to make a nice creamy sauce, or we're gonna add butter to this later to finish it. So a nice glossy sauce, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna let y'all try this before we get to the point where we're gonna do this. So you can see the difference and how literally just seconds of work can completely change a dish. All right,
Yeah.
so we're going to continue adding heat. We want to continue to bring it down. A little bit of kosher salt. This is the first time we added salt, right?
Yeah.
Because we want to control the salt. I brought my lemon back. Excuse me.
Wow. I wonder, would it still burn at this point?
So we're going to put a little bit of lemon juice, right? But look how I'm squeezing it. I'm squeezing it directly up. So if any pips, they're going to stay right in there. They're not going to fall. Right? Just a little bit of lemon juice.
Saves you from trying to find it.
Right. So now we're going to add some fat, right? Start with a little butter. So you want to keep stirring with the butter, right? We don't want butter just to sit there and melt on its own. It'll separate milk fats from the regular fats and it'll be an oil slick. We don't want that.
So we started with butter, continue with butter.
And once that one's almost gone, then you throw in the next one.
I like this dish. Butter.
Here's where I'm going to go. This is where I'm going to put the garlic into that gumbo, right?
Okay.
Just a little bit right there at the end. And then let that go.
So add that.
We haven't put any at all.
I'm sorry,
We
say that.
haven't put any garlic at all in. I forgot.
In this?
In the.
Oh, there, no.
No.
Yeah, we don't want to put it in.
Because it boils so much longer.
So how much butter? All of that?
Not all this, no.
Oh.
I want it to be a little glossy, right? Which is where it's getting.
So it's like
It gives it a nice mouthfeel, right?
probably like 2 sticks.
What were you saying about the different kind of fats and butter? I was like,
Well, like if we were just let the butter sit there, it would just kind of melt out, right? So then the milk solids would hit to the bottom, then the fat would put to the top.
Yeah.
We don't want that. So last one.
You said you were judging how much butter by the you said you were judging how much butter to keep putting in by how glossy you see it is here, and you get a certain.
It's usually about 4 or 5 mouths.
Okay.
But you get a certain. I see it. It's like more of a sheen.
Yeah,
Exactly, it's
I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now taste it. So what, we tasted it, what, 2 minutes ago? We wanted
Yeah.
it. Now taste it. Right?
So this is the finished product.
Okay, I'll try that.
That's about it. Can I get you anything else?
Visible.
No, I'm fine. Yeah.
You guys want to try this?
So
Thank you.
okay, Chris. You ready?
No, you do.
Are you ready?
I'm not ready. Thank you.
Enjoy, y'all.
Experience?
Yes, ma'am. It's food. What's that? So enjoy. Oops.
So we're gonna eat our
Gumbo.
gumbo. So chicken and sausage. This time we made it.
Yes.
Bye. Alright, so into thirds. If your bananas aren't that ripe, it won't happen that great. But if they're fully ripe, it'll happen. So, Bananas Foster, where did that come about? New Orleans is a port city. So, at this point in the 50s, all the produce is coming from. So, first thing we want to do, all important butter. White sugar and brown sugar.
Oh, that's a huge load of sugar. That's gonna be nice. Butter
Just want to melt all this together. We don't want to cook them all the way through because then they get like squishy and gross and they're hard to eat. Alright.
Oh boy.
You want to play with fire?
We're gonna do the flame.
I'm gonna want you to do something.
Who went up there with fire?
Me?
In a second, I'm gonna ignite this, right? And all I want you to do is grab just a pinch of the cinnamon, and you're gonna throw it through the flame, right? Okay. I'll tell you when. So we got this coming together, right? So we're gonna add a little banana liqueur at first. This does not flame up. We're just putting this in. We're enforcing that banana flavor, right? But this is gonna help all that stuff in there come together, right? All the sugar is gonna help melt it down. Right? Kind of scraping up the pot in case there's any sugar at the bottom.
So was this first served at the Commander Son's back in the
It's
80s?
served at Brennan's,
Brennan's.
right? But now you can get it done table-side at either Brennan's or Commander's Palace. The captain will make this for you. So 151 rum. Here's where we're gonna get the visuals. Pour it there, and I'm gonna lean it away. Right?
Ooh.
So go ahead.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Do 2 more.
That is so cute.
Perfect. Now we just want to cook it till it does inflame it.
Oh my god.
It'll go in there. Some will go up. Some will come through.
Is that cinnamon? Oh. Beautiful.
Right, so, perfect.
I like fire.
And of course, eggs cream.
So the tradition is to bring a burner out and prepare it at the table.
Yeah. On their guerdon. They'll prepare table side.
I've had it, but I've never had the shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the whole point of it.
I know. It's like it.
I would never order banana sauce if they were going to cook it on the
It's a
table.
good shot, isn't it?
It should be syrupy and boozy and banana.
My reaction.
He's going to eat
Like
that
more
banana.
healthy.
That's good.
Yeah. Using the bread portion.